but he is a time traveler, and the era where he is from, this is normal.
Oh, okay. I needed the explanation, so thank you. As he's going to start off with a Serum Visions. He'll obviously draw one, take a look at the top two, and move forward accordingly.
You can tell Chris is a legacy player at heart. He's playing 19 land because you know what? That's how it goes in Legacy. That's what you do.
That's what Serum Visions is for.
He has Thundermaw Hellkites in his 19 land deck.
You better believe it.
Thundermaw Hellkites.
They won't see that coming.
It only takes 54% of your mana, 53% of your mana to cast your 5-drop.
Hey, they won't see that coming.
I guess not that much. That's not even close to how math works. But all right, so Alan Mock playing Splinter Twin. They're in game 3. Both players know what they're doing. The question is, what do they have in their sideboard that changes things?
Take a look at Chris' side first, since he's playing first. Is a Static Caster, a Dampening Matrix, a Shatterstorm, a Combust, 2 Blood Moons, 2 Magma Spray, 2 Batterskull, 3 copies of Deprive, and 2 copies of Threats of Disloyalty. Dampening Matrix, I believe, is good in this one. I haven't seen the old Matrix for a while, but it's a nice one-of to have. Combust as well, a nice one-of. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything too crazy. Deprive, it's a counter spell. It's not so bad.
Yeah,
I think Twin's actually pretty good against counter magic, though.
Yeah, it just comes down to, does he have enough dead cards to cut? Because of, is Lightning Bolt what he wants? Whereas on the other side, Alan Mock is looking at, he's got access to a Counterflux. I don't think he even wants that. I think mainly he wants the Grim Lavamancer, maybe Batterskull. Anger of the Gods is probably a reasonable choice as an answer to young Pyromaster.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got Delver. He can probably catch some Dealing Click or Snapcaster Mage in it. So the 3-mana Master Removal spell that's been seeing a lot of play in Modern is probably in Alan's deck after sideboard. As you see, VanMeter does play a turn 2 copy of Young Pyromancer, pointing himself saying, hey, that makes copies of me. So let's try to get some of those out there and kind of run you down with them, as Alan's going to play a Scalding Tarn.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen other people cast Young Pyromancers before, but VanMeter realizes that immolation is the sincerest form of flattery.
I see what you did there. It's just Scalding Tarn is going to get sacrificed. Alan, let's see what land he wants to search up here. And now this particular version that Alan is playing, as he does take his time searching for his dual land. Obviously there are multiple versions. We saw Patrick Deacon a little bit earlier when I was on break playing, of course, his Tarmo Twin deck, Timbervera with blue, white, red, but this is just straight up blue-red.
Yeah, this is just get down to business. Let's do this. He's not one of those all-in pact and negation types.
Yeah.
But this is straightforward, more or less in the a descendant of the first modern Pro Tour champion, Samuel Estrade, best known for the greatest Jedi mind trick to ever blow Tom Martell's mind.
Don't tell Tom Martell that. There's a Flame Slash to take care of that young Pyromancer. As VanMeter's going to untap, he'll take a draw. There's an island. You see his hand. He's got a Delver's Secret to Spell Snare, a couple other options hiding out. Also has another copy of Young Pyromancer in his hand.
Wow. He's got the checklist.
He does have the checklist.
Wow. Not a lot of people just show up with the checklist.
This is a man who comes prepared. This isn't his first rodeo.
Well, with a hat like that, it's pretty clear.
This would be great. Now, I don't know if you know the VanMeter saga of he can't shave until he wins another tournament. That's why he hasn't shaved. So
it's been a minute, huh?
Yeah, it's been a tough ride. He's top 8 in a lot of open series and gotten very close. In St. Louis, for example, he started 1-1-1, won 8 in a row, made the top 8, and then lost in the semi. So he got very close to shaving. Wouldn't it be something if this is the tournament that he wins and gets to shave?
Wow, God, I don't know if I could handle that. If I had to go until I win a tournament, another tournament before shaving.
Can you grow some facial hair there?
Dude, I have to shave every day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Every 2 days if I'm willing to do the 5 o'clock shadow, but...
There is VanMeter. He's going to cast a Sleight of Hand after Young Pyromancer, and that's Batman, Chris. That's what that is right now. We'll see a Sleight of Hand. He'll get to pick one of those. You see his hand again. He's got a Spell Pierce, a Spell Snare. He's taking a look at his Serum Visions, and he's going to put a Scalding Tarn to the bottom. So he's going to get to start churning out some Elemental tokens here in a bit.
Does he have a different altered Elemental for every occasion?
He's got like 8 different ones.
Sometimes it just is a Batman type of situation. Yep. Sometimes, what's he going to have? He's got Wolverine in there? I don't know.
I beats me. He's got everything in there. There's a Grim Lavamancer and a Spellskite.
Grim Lavamancer is real strong against VanMeter.
He's going to have to find the Lightning Bolt type card now.
Yeah, does he even have access to stuff like Electrolyze? He's got 1 Burst Lightning.
Yeah, he's got a Burst Lightning. He's got 4 copies of Lightning Bolt. Obviously, Spellskite is going to put a crimp in his style there. He had Electrolyze before he knocked it off of his deck list. So, maybe, depending on what he saw in the first and second game, maybe he brought in those threads. You never know. He's going to start off by casting a Serum Visions, however.
It's funny how much each one of these players has so many cantrips and just sort of digs through the deck. The difference is Alan is looking for something, and VanMeter is just looking to be looking.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out, making some buddies, making some friends.
So Serum Visions drew him a card, and it was a Lightning Bolt. Now, he's scrying, of course, right now, but it looks like he'll be able to work his way through that Spell Skite. You also see the cards in his hand. Again, he's got the Delver, he's got the Spell Snare, and the Spell Pierce. Consulting his hand before finished scrying. He's going to put Vapor Snag on top and a Delver to the bottom. And now we'll see how he wants to move forward.
Yeah, he scryed it to the bottom, and now we're here. It's possible that he's just going to attack with the team because the Pyromancer is going to die anyway, and this way he can potentially Lightning Bolt the Spell Skite. So now, the other alternative, of course, is that he keeps the Lightning Bolt because he's going to Vapor Snag the Spell Skite someday and Lightning Bolt the Lavamancer.
You see Delver Secrets will be the follow-up play. No blocks there from Alan, so maybe Alan, maybe got tricked by that in a previous game. Again, we're joining this match in progress. We started in game number 3, as Alan will draw a card for his turn. He's got 3 mana. He's got a Spell Skite and a Grim Lavamancer, and of course he is playing Splinter Twin, so that leads to, of course, the fun game of having to worry about Deceiver Exarch and Pestermite moving forward.
Yep. Now, VanMeter did keep a card on top of his deck. He scryed 1 to the bottom, but he's got 1 on top, which means that Alan can be pretty confident that Delver is going to be 3 power in the air next turn.
Yeah. And we do know that Chris did keep a Vapor Snag up on top. You're going to watch Grim Lavamancer take down Young Pyromancer, but it's done a nice job of getting its value already, so can't be too unhappy with the 2 tokens out there, as Alan will play a Mountain after the activation.
I remember when people used to debate what was better, Delver of Secrets or Snapcaster Mage.
People had that debate?
Oh my gosh, it was huge. The number of people were like, oh, it's not Snapcaster Mage, that's the problem, it's Delver of Secrets.
Well, they're both busted, but Snapcaster was the problem.
Delver of Secrets is an interesting card in that it's one of the strongest cards that isn't seeing a lot of play in Modern right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's, honestly, as you see Delver's going to flip into Insectile Aberration, Vapor Snag going to go to Chris's grip. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that the manipulation type cards, the Ponders and Preordains of the world, they're so poor in this format.
Yeah, having Ponder and Preordain both banned leaves you with basically just Serum Visions in terms of reliable ways to set it up. So you can overload, play tons, but even then you need to have a beatdown deck. And there's so many good creatures that you might want to play instead of Delver, which then would make your Delver less effective.
There you do see Serum Visions, the off-mocked the draw a card scry spell that we get to use here in Modern, but it's not so bad as there's a Vapor Snag. What do we have here? That is a Dispel.
Yep. He knows what this means.
Yeah.
You know, if you Vapor Snag main phase the Spell Skite, that is a sign that Grim Lavamancer is under attack.
Yes. So that is a very, very hasty Dispel there from Alan saying, you do not get to touch my Spell Skite.
A show of strength from Alan. That he has enough, he's got it like that he can afford to just blow the Dispel on the Vapor Snag when he could have the Vapor Snag bounce the Spell Skite and then Dispel the Lightning Bolt. This is a show of strength where he's got so much he doesn't even need to worry about that.
Alan's going to let this 5 damage come across yet again, so he's going to go down to 10, and even though, he's not blocking, so Lightning Bolt can take care of Spell Skite, he's getting a little bit low. Now, Spell's got to do a nice job, obviously, of redirecting things to it so he doesn't end up taking a lot of damage, as Alan's going to play a Desolate Lighthouse. But something to be cognizant of. At 10 life right now.
Absolutely. And it's funny, because the way this game has been going, it seems as though both people are just playing these real normal creature decks, but really, Alan's playing a combo deck that could win out of nowhere in a heartbeat, and VanMeter's deck actually has very few creatures in it, even though he's beating down with a bunch right now.
Grim Lavamancer is going to go active here. It's going to target Insectile Aberration. You see Alan's just figuring out what card he wants to remove from the graveyard. He's going to leave Flame Slash as the lone card in the bin. So now it's just going to leave VanMeter with just 2 elemental tokens of himself. Again, his hand right now, he's got a Lightning Bolt over there, a Spell Snare, a Spell Pierce, I believe a Vendilion Click, and he'll add an Island to the grip now.
Definitely. And do we have any clarification on which elemental token that one is? The one next to Batman?
Oh, that one is a Doge.
A Doge? What?
That's the internet meme, I believe. It's a dog, but it's a Doge. Very
like
cute.
A doggy type of thing?
Yeah,
okay.
some internet thing. You're not hip in the know?
No, I am. I just did not realize that we pronounce it that way.
I believe it is pronounced Doge. I'm sure someone will correct me at home as a Deceiver Exarch has joined the party here.
If you can answer this trivia question, you will win nothing. Tweet at SCG Live. Let us know how you pronounce the word spelled D-O-G-E.
Yes. You said the winner will get
nothing.
Okay, gotcha. See, Exarch here, ready to block. We'll see if it's going to tap or untap anything. But VanMeter's forces are being kind of shot down here. Is it actually going to untap Grim Lavamancer? And now the 0-4 and the 1-4 are on blocking duty, we think.
Yeah, this is quite a pickle for Chris. He's got several 1-1s, and Alan managed to draft a 1-4 and a 0-4. Grim Lavamancer, obviously a first pick, ripping through the 1-1s for 1 or for 0.
So it looks like we do see just the block. Again, he thought about blocking with Spellskite, but his refusal to block with Spellskite in this game leads me to believe that in the last game, I can almost assure you that a Spellskite got bolted after 1 damage was dealt to it. And he's just said, I don't want that to ever happen again.
I mean, the other thing is he knows just how powerful Grim Lavamancer is. Yeah. He just wants the Grim Lava. He wants to ride this Grim Lavamancer to dominance. He's got Desolate Lighthouse to let him look at more cards. He's got several cards in his hand. He's got great defenses. He needs to just not have this Lavamancer die. This thing is dominating Chris, and until Chris can find a way to get to it, he doesn't really have any ways to win other than possibly a lucky Thundermaw.
See, Serum Visions is how Alan's going to start the turn. Chris may have a response here, so we will not start drawing and scrying just yet. But I'm with you. I think it's going to rely on Thundermaw Hellkite to get the job done, which means he's going to have to, 1, draw Thundermaw Hellkite, and 2, he needs another red source of mana, as Serum Visions does resolve now.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's tough when you have 19 land in your deck.
Yeah. Are you saying that's not next level deck building?
I don't know, dude. Next level deck building would include playing 8 land in your deck. You just see the mana bases Comer makes, and he invented what it means to have a next level mana base.
Serum Visions is complete at this point for Alan. Looks like he's maybe thinking about getting in there with the old Lavamancer, but he might hold steady. Okay.
Wow. That is aggressive. I hope this Vendilion Click comes down and teaches him a lesson.
See, VanMeter
I just like justice in the world. Yes. Vendilion Click, yes.
Fire away.
Eat that Lavamancer. Show him some things. Learn him some skills.
I think this might be a trade that Alan is even happy with if that's what occurs, though. We'll see. We'll see. I like the one of Desolate Lighthouse in this Winter Twin decks, though.
Oh, yeah.
So it feels like kind of a nice little free roll, but a nice card to have in there.
It doesn't even cost you that much, particularly since you've got access to so many basic land and ways to find your basic land. If you even care about the Blood Moon spot, a lot of the time, it's a nice option, you know?
Now here is that Vendilion Click, finally. We'll see if Alan has a response to this or removal spell. As he does go to his hand immediately.
Show me what you're working with.
A nice famous quote from, I believe, Mystical is his name. Looks like we might have a response. And we're going to have a Pestermite tap that down, it looks like.
No. Isn't that to untap the Grim Lavamancer?
Oh, boy.
And then shoot the Vendilion Click?
I had missed that interaction.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It is going to untap the Grim Lavamancer. Look at all the things the old Splinter Twin deck can do.
There are so many crazy plays in Modern. That's what's awesome about this format. I mean, like right here. This is supposed to be a combo deck, and the combo he has assembled is, I will untap my Prodigal Sorcerer.
Yeah. I will keep shooting down your guys, and you can do nothing about it due to my 0-4. Thank you very much.
Excellent play by Alan.
Again, you know, if you take a look, you talk about all the interactions in this format, and you know, this play by Alan kind of really symbolizes that. If you are well-versed in Modern, especially with a deck like Twin, you're not going to miss any of these angles, and you're going to get a huge edge on a tournament.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wow. I can only imagine, as you see a spell snare here, it's going to go towards the bottom. Vendilion Click, Chris actually targeted himself as opposed to Alan. He draws a Serum Visions. That damage is going to come across, but I can only imagine what it was like to play against Patrick Diekman at that tournament, someone who is arguably the best Twin player in the world. Just all the angles that he knows with the deck because he's played it so much.
I mean, as we saw right here, there's no shortage of opportunity to actually play, you know?
Yeah.
What's VanMeter looking for? He's got that Serum Vision. What's he going to be digging to?
I think it's the Thundermaw. I think he's got to find the red source in the Thundermaw. You see he's taking a look at his sideboard right now, but he's in a world of trouble.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's looking at, he's got a few turns to go, but the Thundermaw would kill the Pestermite, dominate the board, kill Alan in 2 hits.
Yeah.
He needs a red mana and a Thundermaw, though. The red mana, probably not that hard to come by.
He just did find a Scalding Tarn. He's going to put them both in the bottom.
Yeah, because he's just looking for that Thundermaw.
Okay, and the Steam Vents was the draw actually off of, that was the draw, excuse me, off of Serum Visions. Is now here is Sleight of Hand. Take a look at 2. He gets to choose between a Mountain and a Misty Rainforest, neither card he's very interested in.
He mostly wishes he could just put him on the bottom.
Yeah, but he will take that Mountain. He's going to put Misty to the bottom.
He doesn't want to take any extra damage.
He's going to roll up his sleeves and hope to draw a Thundermaw Hellkite. That's what it's going to take to get this one back. And it looks like Batman's going to come into the red zone.
He's not blocking with it anyway, and he's hoping he can sneak in 1 point of damage. Because you never know, depending on which way things break, he might be able to, convert that Lightning Bolt into some damage if he can get rid of the Spellskite. And if he would have blocked, he could get rid of the Spellskite.
Yeah.
Make some forward progress.
Pass the turn back with Allen down to 8. VanMeter at 16. Mock does draw a card for the turn.
Now, VanMeter is definitely behind the gun here. I mean, Allen has the advantage, but this is by no means decided.
Yeah.
What else does he have besides Thundermaw? Now, obviously, a Thundermaw would be just, incredible. Does he have... Is it possibly brought Batterskull in this matchup?
There's a chance of that. I think Threats of Disloyalty would actually do a pretty decent job of breaking him out of this because Spellskite is being such a problem, excuse me. I'm trying to look at ways that he can actually work himself out of this, though. The burn spells have been kind of shut off just simply because of Spellskite. As you see, Mock is going to come across for 3 points of damage here, put VanMeter down to 13. But his draws, Patrick, unfortunately, are few and far between. It's not impossible. It's just improbable.
I mean, yeah, because beyond that, there's just, I guess, Dampening Matrix. That's
a step.
That's something. Well, it stops the Spellskite in the Lavamancer.
Yeah, that's a step.
He's just got a ways to go.
Yeah. He's going to sacrifice Scalding Tarn, go get a Steam Vents here. And we'll see if Mock wants to activate Desolate Lighthouse at the end of
Almost surely
turn.
will.
And now he's rolling up his sleeves. It's time for him to do some dirty work. And he will activate the Lighthouse. So time for a little draw and discard these. Maybe a little activation of Grim Lavamancer as well. That's going to take care of that token. No more graveyard here for Allen, but he's gotten everything out of the way. Chris is going to play a Mountain. You see his hand right now of a Scalding Tarn, a Lightning Bolt, and still that Spell Pierce. And, it's kind of curious how good is Spell Pierce against this deck because it makes sense. Winter Twin is something I can Spell Pierce. They've got a lot of cantrips and stuff, but it hasn't looked too great this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a gamble. It's like he wants to Spell Pierce the early Sleight of Hand or Serum Visions, not even realizing that Mock doesn't have Sleight of Hand. He's one of the builds that's mostly just a lot of creatures. He's got Snapcaster, Spellskite, Vendilion Click, lots of creatures. He's on the backup plan.
See, Chris is going to go upstairs with Lightning Bolt. Says, I'm going to try to get you down to 5 or 4 potentially, and hopefully I can slam a Thundermaw Hellkite. I think that's his plan.
But isn't this just a, Spellskite, pay the mana, redirected to Spellskite type of situation?
It is, bud.
Chris is taking a chance.
You got to hope your opponent makes a mistake.
And perhaps this is the type of thing where it's like maybe he's scaring him. I don't know.
Yeah. I think this is a situation where Chris is like, okay, my outs are very limited. One of my outs is him maybe making mistakes.
It's a little early, though, because, in this spot, he's got the mana. You could just wait. It's so possible that you actually get him if you just wait.
Yeah.
But either way, he needs the Thundermaw, and he didn't have it that turn, so he's in real rough shape.
You see VanMeter sitting at 9, Mock sitting at 4. We'll see if Mock wants to activate the Desolate Lighthouse yet again. He's going to say Lightning Bolt going upstairs puts you down to 6.
I think we're going to see the Desolate Lighthouse.
Yeah.
You got to get cards in the yard so that Grim Lavamancer can get busy.
Also, I think Allen now senses some weakness from Chris that he doesn't have very much. He's going to discard a Sulfur Falls.
Well, he's going for the win this turn, right? With Snapcaster Mage with Lightning Bolt?
If he has Snap in his hand, yes, he is. This is going to be an attack here for 3. It's going to put VanMeter down to 3. And if it is Snapcaster Mage in his hand, and it looks like that it is, that will complete the combo. There's a Snap. Chris looks at his hand, shows a Spell Pierce and Mr. Rainforest, and that's it. Allen Mock moves on to 6-0, giving Chris VanMeter his first loss. Splinter Twin does defeat Blue-Red Delver.
Yeah, that makes Allen Mock one of only 513 people at undefeated. Chris VanMeter dropping to 5-1. Still not too shabby with 3 rounds to go. You need a record of 7-2 to make day 2.